And welcome to Citywide Field here in the Forest City, London, Ontario. This is a great day for football. Thank you very much for joining us. What we have here today is the London Minor All-Stars versus the Windsor Minor All-Stars. I am joined on the broadcast today by my son, Jacob Forwarda. Jacob, welcome to London Football Television and Citywide Field.
Happy to be here today.
Great, thank you very much. Adjust that a little bit there. You've played in these games here before. There's going to be a few differences we're going to go over in a minute. What's it like as a player playing in an all-star game?
Well, I mean, you look forward to this all year, playing for your squad throughout the season. You kind of build those relationships, but you kind of build those rivalries with other people on other teams, right? So it's nice to get together at the end of the year, make those new friends, and kind of go out there against a higher level of competition at the end of the year.
Exactly. Let's talk about the London-Windsor rivalry from a player's perspective.
Well, I mean, that rivalry kind of goes at every level. Like LMFA, Junior Mustangs, we kind of share that rivalry just at every level. Even me playing in Hamilton this past year, there's kind of a certain rivalry that comes with Windsor.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's two elderly ladies playing bridge. If one is from London and one is from Windsor, it's going to be a heated day. It's going to be a heated battle. A few things we're going to explain to you about the game today. If any one of you have watched a London Minor game before, we usually play half the field in 10-minute quarters. Today, all the quarters will be 12 minutes. So it's a little bit longer of a game, and we will be playing on the CFL full field. So these kids are going to be in for a long, long day. And it's a lot more ground to cover. I expect to see missed tackles and big runs and big plays on both sides of the field.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this age group is used to a much smaller field, so this is going to be a big challenge for them conditioning-wise. Hopefully both teams been doing that at practice throughout the season.
So again, we're just waiting for the officials to start the game. This is London, this is Windsor. London will be in gray, trimmed in red with the white numbers. Windsor is in white, black, and gold. Very, very sharp-looking jerseys. Both of these teams. You played in the old red, one-color jerseys, Jake.
Yeah, it's really nice to see both leagues kind of putting together some really nice uniforms. I mean, being from London, kind of hate to say it, but we'd always be a little jealous of Windsor's uniforms coming out in some pretty cool lime green and all
the
blacks.
black and the lime, yeah, those were sharp.
Yeah, no, London's definitely improved their jersey game in the past few years. Even last year, me coaching on the sideline, those jerseys were really nice.
So head coach Bruno DeSando for the London All-Stars. I don't have a head coach for the Windsor team. My apologies about that. We're going to do our best with some of the pronunciations of the names here. Please understand we are seeing these lists for the first time. We will do our absolute best to pronounce. If we pronounce your son's or daughter's name wrong, we apologize in advance. So again, John Burke, the head official, number 52, will be wearing the white hat today. Somebody who I know quite well. I've coached both of his sons back in the day, as we're just going to have captains coming to the field here. Again, London in all gray, in the gray jerseys. Really, really sharp. Yeah, I really like what London Minor did.
Yeah, these are really nice. Last year you had the huge star in the middle of it. Those were really sharp, but I like adding the gray to this year's uniform.
I like
It
the
kind of
maple
makes
leaf
it
on the
stands
shoulder
out,
too.
for sure.
That's different for them, for these guys. That's very, very sharp. Good shot of Brock Burgess, the director of football operations for London, and of course, head official, the white hat, Johnny Burke. We thank you guys very much for joining us here on London Football Television. Producer Stephanie is with us today, by far my favorite Melrose. And of course, today our games are sponsored by Winmar London. Residential and commercial properties owners rely on Winmar London to restore their homes and businesses to pre-event conditions following disasters. Our skilled team are efficient, knowledgeable, and professional. and will work in tandem with your insurance company to minimize an inconvenience after a disaster or an emergency event. For your needs, contact Winmar. So it looks like Windsor had won the toss and deferred. I'm just checking that now. So London will receive, so they will start on offense. There is no kicking in these games.
No special teams at all, correct?
No special teams at all. So this is one of the other things I really liked about these All-Star games is you got different coaches from different sites who, much like the players, are working together for the first time, and you get to bring different ideas, and you get to see how they do things and how you do things, and it really is, it's a learning, it's development for all the coaches and the players as well. A lot of these players are being coached by coaches who they don't know. So, it's 2 weeks. For Windsor, it's a 1 week prep to get ready here. Here's another change that we're going to have. It is 12v12 at this level. So 12v12, it is full CFL rules. And we're about to start off. London with the ball to start on the 35-yard line. The orange beanies indicate down linemen. You must have 4 down linemen. They have to line up within the tackle box. The tackle box is within the tight ends. And first play of the game, here we go. First play handoff to London. Gain of about 4 yards on that. Just a simple off tackle play. Missed the number, Jake. Did you happen to get the number on that?
Yeah, that was number 11 there, Levi Fisher.
Levi Fisher, the tailback for London. Good stop by number 97 for Windsor. It's Tavis Carter. Big linebacker there. So second down and about, we'll call it 7 there. A little bit of a motion. Handoff. This time he fakes it. Quarterback fakes it. Pass complete to number 16 for London. Takes it beyond the 45-yard line for our game's first down. Just a little down and out pattern. Number 16 for London. That is Weston Schramm with the reception.
Yeah, you love to see the quarterback actually dropping back to pass at this level. That's not something very common you see.
No, and again, really, it's tough to roll to the left if you're a right-handed quarterback, which this young man is, and deliver a pass like that.
No, absolutely.
So the first down of the game belongs to London. Ball is at the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 for London. Break the huddle. Ball is on the far left hash mark. 1 receiver to the field, 1 to the boundary. That time they motion 3 to the boundary. Quarterback is in the formation all by himself. 31 keeps the ball, takes it over left-hand side. Got a couple blockers out there. Makes a man miss at midfield. Keeps driving his legs. I'm going to say it's about the 52-yard line, and it is going to be enough for a London first down. Hudson Unger, the quarterback. St. Thomas Hawks.
Yeah, I love to see that, being from St. Thomas myself, a lot of talent coming out of there recently, and those Hawks teams have always been really good, producing quite a few All-Stars every year.
Yeah, that's a great job. Coach John Jacoby, the head coach of the Hawks, has been there for a long time. 1st and 10, London. Ball's at the 52-yard line, basically right in front of us at this point. Cameraman Adam doing a good job up there. Trips motion to the boundary again. Quarterback rolls out to the left. We got a little reverse action happening here. Number 11 tries to break it outside. Met in the backfield by number 51. Thrown down for a loss, takes it all the way back. Loss of about 4 on that. Number 51 for Windsor.
Yeah, that's Isaiah Brooks coming off the edge. Great tackle by him.
Isaiah Brooks, a big player coming off the edge there. Just nowhere to go for the London back. That was number 11 again. That was Levi Fisher.
Yeah, and at this level, really, really easy to get caught up with that misdirection, getting caught going to one way. So great job by the Windsor defense to keep their contain.
Which is really, really difficult. A lot of these kids have never played on a full-size field, so understanding the angles and everything is very different.
Oh, completely different ball game.
2-by-2 as both the running backs break out. Snap is high. Quarterback jumps on it at the 45-yard line. Loss of 10. It's going to be 3rd down and 20.
Yeah, and those are going to be some of the issues you're going to see faced here in that pistol kind of set that they're running. Definitely hard to keep those snaps consistent, especially at this level.
So first big play of the game here for the Windsor defense. 3rd and 20. Let's see what Coach DeSando can come up with. Number 31, the quarterback for London. We mentioned his name a number of times. Is Hudson Unger, another of the St. Thomas Hawks. Trips motion to the boundary again. One tight end in. Takes it over the left-hand side. Makes a first man miss. Pushed out of bounds. He's going to be short of the first down to gain. Gain of about 9 back there. But it will be a 4th down and about 11 for London.
Yeah, and once again, that kind of goes by saying great job by the Windsor defense by taking the angles there. A lot of these kids have never played on this size of field, so kind of hard when that quarterback takes the edge with the speed he has to actually make that open field tackle.
Really good job of understanding where the angles of pursuit are and everything else as well. So Windsor did a really good job of stringing that out, understanding that they had 20 yards to gain. We'll give you 8 or 9 of them, but you're not going to get the big run. One receiver to each side of the field. Both running backs motion out to the boundary here. 3 receivers to the boundary, 1 to the field. They're going to try that reverse again. This is hand off to number 16.
Looks like
He's got a little bit of an angle. He's at midfield. Gets it to the 50. Gets it beyond the 45. First down for London. Big play. Takes it all the way down to the Windsor 35-yard line. But there is flags on the play. Flags on the play. That was number 16 for London. Weston Schramm. Another London Junior Mustang product on there. Face mask is the call against Windsor. We're going to add 15 yards to the end of the run. And that's going to be a London first down. 7 minutes, 23 seconds left to go. First quarter, no score in this game. Ball is now about the 24-yard line. Excuse me, the 26-yard line. London breaks the huddle. 2 running backs, 1 by 1, 1 receiver on each side. Motion the slot out. Back to pass, 31 throws incomplete, intended for Fisher. Falls incomplete, just that little out route, Jake.
Yeah, I'd love to see how much they've actually dropped back to pass in this opening drive.
Well, that was 16. Okay, so 16 is motioning over. So it's a slice. So that's what they're doing. They're running a fullback slice and under.
Yeah, that's pretty advanced to see, especially at this age group.
Coach Sassano bringing out the Mustang playbook on that one. London breaks the huddle. 1 receiver at each side of the field, 2 running backs, tight ends in there as well. Fakes the handoff. Quarterback takes it up the middle. Met right away. That's a good job holding on in there by the defensive lineman. It's number 3, the defensive lineman for Windsor. Leo Olivero with the tackle.
Yeah, again, another great job by the Windsor defense, kind of just closing down on that quarterback there. I mean, he's got some wicked speed, so you definitely don't want him to get to the edge.
Again, Jake, we're going to mention this as well. It is a sunny day here at Citywide. This game, we've both been part of it where it has been snow.
Yeah, this has definitely been the nicest weather Friendship Bowl I've ever seen, for sure.
Like even in Windsor the one year, it was sunny, but it was like -5 or 6 out there, and it was just cold.
Usually a very brisk day.
Yeah, right off the Lake St. Clair there. Again, taking it off the right-hand side this time, turns the corner. Keeps going. He's pushed out of bounds about, we're going to call it about the 9-yard line. First and goal, London All-Stars continue to drive the ball.
Yeah, and as I was just saying, you don't want this quarterback to get the edge because he's got that speed. The second he gets that edge,
So here's the difference between playing on that big field that we talked about. So it's just the angles change slightly, and you have to take a much deeper angle. You might have to give up a yard here or there, but to get that, if you take the wrong angle, that 2-yard gain becomes a 10-yard gain.
Something Windsor's definitely worked on for the past week, you can tell.
Yeah. First and goal, London. Approximately, we're going to call it about the 10-yard line. High snap, hands off to number 16, taking it over to the left-hand side, trying to get out there. Makes the man miss. Down to the 5. He looks like he's going to get in the end zone. Touchdown, London! Number 16 with the ball carrier, Weston Schramm, goes in for the London touchdown. First one of the game.
Yeah, and great job by Weston to fight for every extra yard here, giving the stiff arm and kind of giving that extra dive into the end zone there.
7-0, no extra points.
No extra points at this level, so it's going to be 7 points for every touchdown, switch possessions. So now Windsor ball.
Windsor will now scrimmage for the first time on offense, starting at the 35-yard line. Again, thank you very much for joining us here on London Football Television. We appreciate the views. Ground level, sometimes it's hard to deal with the crowd. They don't realize what's going on. Windsor breaks the huddle. 2 receivers to the boundary. I formation. Handoff to number 88. Good tackle downfield by number 13 for London, 88. Who do you got there, Jake?
Yeah, that's Nolan Corbach.
Corbach, and then Arond from the Red Storm was the was the tackler. I think that was. Yep. Oh, 66 pounds playing the corner position.
I remember those days.
Was that last week? 2 receivers to the field, none to the boundary. I formation. Handoff to number 24, taking it wide left. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage after a loss of 1.
Yeah, and just a swarm of London defenders there. I mean, great job by the defense to swarm to the tackler. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4 hats on the ball there.
Number 24 was Benjamin Gravel, the ball carrier for Windsor Minor. We're going to call it 3rd down and a long 10 here. 10.5, but we'll say 10. So back to the original line of scrimmage. Windsor Minor All-Stars break the huddle. Very Purdue Boilermaker uniform.
Very much so.
Like that. 2 receivers to the field. Looks like a reverse coming, a little jet sweep action. Hand off to number 19. Met in the backfield by number 20 and a swarm of other London ball carriers. Number 20 and number 33. That's Benson Holcroft, number 33. And you got 20
Yeah, that's Keenan Thiessen. Great job by him coming off the edge there to make the play and stop him in the backfield, hold him up for other defenders.
4th down here for Windsor after no gain on the play.
Yeah, and it looks like we got an injured player on the field.
So we're going to call it 4th and 11, 2:57 left to go in the first quarter. London leads 7-0. Again, thank you very much for joining us here on London Football Television. If you like this game, there's 2 more coming today. There is the U12 and the U14 London All-Star game versus Windsor Minor Football. And again, we will have some guests and some guest coaches as we pick them up later on during the day. We'll bring them in as a third commentator. If you like this contact, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. They got a kid at home that eats a lot of food and has got a hollow leg and doesn't seem to gain an ounce. Great to see the Windsor player up under his own power, walking it off field. Number 19.
Number 19,
Zane Jones.
Zane Jones.
He was the ball carrier on that reverse, almost like a jet sweep on that.
Yeah, and it's going to bring up a long 4th down for Windsor here.
I believe Windsor's electing to punt the ball. So you can't. So this is where the special team comes in. You can elect to punt the ball. The ball moves up 35 yards.
Yeah, so there's no actual special teams in it. Kind of for player safety rules, correct?
Yes. So again, London Minor doesn't play any special teams. I'm not sure. I don't think Windsor does. A lot of the minor programs have gone away from special teams because, and you see it in the NFL as well, and in college football, in CIS, NCAA, and of course in CGFL. It's such an emphasis in practice to work on special teams. It is a third of the practice. When you only have a week or so to prepare and to put in a special team, to take a third of your practices to put into 3 phases of the game, there's just not enough time to do it effectively.
No, absolutely. Huge part of the game.
So again, 3 receivers motion to the field. 1 is here to the boundary. Quarterback in the ace formation. Flags on the play. Reverse coming here to number 11. Nowhere to go. Cuts it back up into the middle. Thrown down for a loss of about 2 or 3. But again, there are flags on the play on both sides of the field.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be a holding on London, bringing them back a little bit there.
I think it was no end, actually.
No end, eh?
Because this one was thrown right away. She was talking to the receiver, and I don't think the receiver was on. I think the tight end was on the offside. So yeah, it's procedure London. So it was a loss of 2 on the play. I would imagine Windsor's going to decline the penalty and take the loss and the down. They might move it back to 5 yards, though. So they are. They're going to move it back to 5 yards. 10 yards. That's not a procedure call. 10 yards. Okay. Must have been the second call in there that we missed.
Oh, no, they moved it up 5 more. So
There we go.
Yep.
I'm going, that's an awfully large procedure call.
It is a very early morning here.
It is. We appreciate you joining us early here. If you're joining us from Windsor, thank you very much. Motion run running back to each side. Back to pass. Taking a shot downfield. Intended for number 16. Falls incomplete. Great coverage by number 17 for Windsor Minor Essex. 2nd down and 15.
Yeah, and I have to give credit to number 31 there. That's actually a great ball. Tried to put it over the shoulder and just missed him by a tiny little bit there, but definitely looks like they can connect on a big play there in the future.
There's, like I said, they've got some really good defensive back work happening in there for Windsor as well. 2nd down and 15. Tight formation. Double tight end. Motion the slot up to the field side. Hand off to number 11. Oh, quarterback keeps it, takes it over to the left-hand side. Great open field tackle by number 99.
Yeah, that's
Spence.
Paxton Spence.
That's a
great
job,
tackle.
son.
I have to point out, though, the receiver there on London, number 7, Evan Chandler, with the absolute DK Metcalf block to set the edge there.
Yeah, look at that. Kids, if you're going to grow up to be a wide receiver, from a coach and a player, we're going to tell you this 100 times out of 100. Learn how to block.
Do that.
Everyone can catch the ball. It's who can block downfield. I'll take that guy over a guy who can make that spectacular catch any day of the week.
Be best friends with your offensive linemen.
Get to know your quarterback. 3rd down and 1 here, London. Motion the slot. Quarterback keeps it over the left-hand side. Again, he's got the first down. Then number 99.
Yeah, that's
Paxton Spence again. That's his second big play on this drive. Quarterback takes it over the right-hand side. It's going to be a gain of a 6 and enough for a London first down.
Yeah, and that kind of shows, again, just this extra space on the field, how much it really, really improves the run game, adding a lot more bigger plays to the game.
Ball's at the 40-yard line. I really like the little misdirection happening there. So you had that slice coming across with 16 again, and you show the counter or the ISO off to the left-hand side with number 11.
I was going to say very few base plays that they're running here, but a lot of ways they can go off of them.
2 tight ends, 2 receivers, 2 running backs. 16 motions over the left-hand side. High snaps picked up by number 31. Trying to make something happen out of nothing. Oh, a little bit of a block in the back. Yeah, they're going to call it. Unfortunately, you can't touch him if you don't see his eyes. And we saw a little bit of a shove there. So high snap, pressure right away.
Yeah, and there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, have to see the player's eyes to engage in contact.
So we're going to move that back 10 yards. It's going to be a first down and 20 for London. Just the downs box is moving. So the ball's now at the 50-yard line. Again, thank you very much for joining us here from Citywide Field. My name is Ron Ferwerda, joined by my son, former London Minor All-Star himself, Jake Ferwerda. We're bringing you here 3 games today. This is the U10 London Windsor Minor Football All-Star game. London leads 7-0. London in gray and red. Windsor with white jerseys, black numbers. Back to pass. It's a shot downfield intended for number 16, falls incomplete. 2nd down.
Yeah, and he just stopped running his route there a little bit. One thing I got told a lot as a receiver growing up, can't stop running your route.
Yeah, you got to believe the quarterback can get the ball to you. And that was the end of the first quarter. So as we see it, fall incomplete. 2nd down and 10, London. Ball is at the 50. And again, we thank you very much for joining us. These games are brought to you by Winmar London. Residential and commercial property owners rely on Winmar London to restore their homes and businesses to pre-event conditions following disasters. Our skilled teams are efficient, knowledgeable, professional, and will work in tandem with your insurance company to minimize inconvenience in disaster or emergency event. Contact Winmar. Again, producer Stephanie here, by far my favorite Melrose. Camden, by far, number 2. Adam, I think he comes in 4th. Great crowd here again here today. Great to see a couple heavyweights of the Ontario Football Ontario football here in the crowd. Head coach Glenn Mills is here from Windsor. Always great to see him. Little cross action happening in the backfield. Met in the backfield, number 51. That's a great job. Dominic Palermo.
Yeah, great tackle in the backfield there.
Just shot that gap right away. Look at that job.
Yeah, and London's going to have a tough time here making this first down.
This is a third down and
Maybe about 25. 20? 25.
25, 26. Third and long.
Third and very long.
As a former coach, Jake, do you have a lot of 3rd and 26 plays in your playbook?
Can't say I do.
Nope. Never designed them for 3rd and 26. This is where you're just hoping for a big chunk play.
You hope the first two worked.
Yes, well, they didn't. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Great blocking up front. Now he's just scrambling around. He's met in the backfield. Taken down by 4. A sack. Number 1 there. So Caleb Candon. There was another one there. I missed the number, but
yeah, I
really
believe that
good
was,
job.
Number 51 in there again, Dominic Palmero.
So Palmero in there. Again, really great job by Windsor to stand up. London elects to punt the ball, turning it over. Windsor defense holds. First down, Windsor.
Yeah, and as you were saying there, great job by the London offensive line making those big blocks up front there. Just nothing really developed downfield for the quarterback, so not a lot to go to. Had to try to scramble, make something out of nothing. Great job by the Windsor D-line there to stay on their blocks and keep their eye on the quarterback.
Another thing underrated on that was great blanket coverage across the board by Windsor.
No, absolutely.
So that's something that you don't see a lot of. Like, it's just what I mean by blanket coverage. There was nowhere for the quarterback to throw the ball. It's a 2-man route. And they had like 3 guys around them.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
So Windsor with their second possession of the morning. 2 receivers, 1 each side, I formation, handoff inside, met by a swarm of London defenders. Missed the ball carrier number, and there's a whole lot of gray jerseys there to stop him right away. There's nowhere to go for that.
Yeah, that was just a straight dive, and sorry to the running back there because you just got handed the ball into a wall of London defenders.
So this is something that you tend to see a lot of in all-star games. A lot of these linemen have not played together. New terminology, new blocking. It's hard for these guys to pick that stuff up.
Yeah, not just on the line, but the entire team. It's a new team, new playbook for a lot of them.
It's also new terminology.
Absolutely. It's like a little jet sweep action. Oh.
Great job.
Missed the number on that.
I'll look for the red pants. Number 99, it looks like, for London. I think it's 99. Might be 88.
We don't have a 99. Must be 88.
It's 99. 99. Maybe it's 98. Okay, we're going to go with 98. That's Gavin Summers. Some place that you know, Gavin Summers from the Cobras. So again, a little reverse action happening in here. This time, running back busts out. So it's almost a jet counter happening there. So they're showing the motion one way, and they're coming back with it on a counter underneath it.
Yeah, and great job by the London defense. I mean, they've been keeping their composure every time they've been on the field, taking the right angles, shutting that down. Windsor's really trying to go outside on them, and they can't.
Yeah, we're going to call it 98. Just for the record, I just saw that number again. It's 99.
It is 99. We don't have a 99.
I think that's supposed to say 99. Because see how it's all in order, and then all of a sudden there's a 90?
Oh, okay. So, Will Grovers, you're Mr. Red Pants today.
Oh, it's not.
Well, one of them made the tackle. We saw the kid in the red pants. Good job for him.
We're going to call him Red Pants.
Red pants. This is not a Family Guy episode either. First down, London. Ball just beyond midfield at the 54-yard line. One receiver each side of the field. Motion both running backs over onto the left. On the far right.
Yeah, and that's going to be a timeout taken by Windsor.
No. They're allowing. Oh, they are calling a timeout. So they called the timeout.
Yeah, trying to make a sub. I don't think they had enough down linemen. No,
Yeah.
they did. They did. They're just trying to sub one out. Yeah, I'm not sure, but definitely some confusion there on the Windsor side of the ball. Coach coming out just trying to fix that up.
7:19 left to go in the half. London leads 7-0, which is being well-played defensive game by both teams.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, last year, London taking this one back home 35-0 at this level. Definitely a pretty dominant performance from London, so you love to see the improvement from the Windsor side of the ball. Kind of keeping this a lot closer and more of a defensive game. Definitely been a fun one to watch.
You know, in these all-star games, you never know quite what you're going to get with them, with kids coming from different teams and everything. But this has been well played by both teams. First and 10, 54-yard line. Again, London breaks the huddle. One receiver each side of the field. I formation. Quarterback in the pistol formation. And it's welcome to the wind tunnel, citywide field. Wind is always a-blowing here. Both running backs motion out to the right. Quarterback straight run over to the right-hand side there, trying to get the edge. Flags fly. We're probably going to have a hold on the outside there. Thrown down for a gain of maybe 1.
Yeah, I believe that was number 3 from Windsor, Leo Olivero.
That was also number 99 was in there again, Spencer Paxton.
Yeah, a few tackles made by him today.
So it's a holding call against London. I imagine this is going to be coming back 10 yards, and we'll have a 1st and 20 here. Move it back 10 yards, 1st and 20 London. Coaching-wise, you know, we don't have a lot of time to prepare for this game. You get limited number of practices. You get 2 or 3, maybe 4 practices to prepare for this. You know, there are many adjustments that you kind of make in this game.
Not really. I mean, being on the coaching staff last year, like you were saying earlier, it's a lot of new guys, their own kind of schemes, their own terminology, putting it all together. Definitely hard, but you learn from each other and kind of adjust as it goes on. You only do have those 2 weeks, so.
Again, Windsor only has the 1 week to prepare.
Right.
As they had their championship games last weekend. Congratulations to everybody, not only involved in the championship days, but involved with football in general. We got a reverse happening here, number 16. Great job! Number 99, Paxton Spence again. We've called his name a number of times today.
He is having
this kid is having an
on
impact.
The defensive side of the ball, an absolute day.
Look at that flying through. Great tackle as well. Wow. 2 offensive coaches. It takes a little bit to impress us on defense. That's impressive.
Yeah, no, that was an amazing open field tackle.
Again, in kind of that hybrid, you know, linebacker position. He's playing almost a back linebacker. Take the handoff. Quarterback takes it over the right-hand side. Gets the ball to about the 45-yard line. Gain of 4. Any guesses who made the tackle on that one?
Probably number 99.
He is. He's tracking right in there. If you watch this, there you see the quarterback. Okay, good block.
Missed
there he is right there. Comes flying in there. I think he misses the tackle. I think somebody else got it. But again, just great pursuit angles. He's running sideline to sideline.
Yeah, so they're it looks like they're kind of running like a 4-3 with number 97 there as almost like a low Mike. He's playing that outside linebacker position, but he's just tracking the ball better than anyone on the field right
Yeah.
now.
He's playing the sandbacker. Empty formation for London.
Oh, and the snap's on the ground, and he's just going to fall on it, yeah.
That's going to bring up a 4th down at the 40. I would imagine with it being 4th and about 25, London's going to elect to punt the ball.
And
Coach
that's exactly
Sando
what they're
does
doing.
indicate that. Move it up 35 yards. Windsor holds again. 4 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in the half. Well played half defensively by both teams. 7-0 London.
Yeah, no, great defensive game.
There is cameraman Adam doing some technical things on the fly. Producer Stephanie, as always, we appreciate everything that you do, tolerating us, doing a great job here today. Jake, solid effort.
You're doing okay.
First down, Windsor. So Windsor breaks the huddle. The wind is really starting to pick up here. Inside handoff. Goes forward for a few, not many. Missed the number. Number 42, it looks like, is the ball carrier for Windsor.
Yeah, 42. That's going to be Hunter Meacham.
Big man rumbling. Gain of 2 on that. 2nd down and 8 for Windsor.
Great job by the London D-line again, closing down. We've seen that all day from them. Nowhere to go up the middle, just absolutely nowhere.
Windsor breaks the huddle. Windsor in all white jerseys, gold trim, black numbers. Handoff to number 56, rumbling over the left-hand side. Big man rumbling again. Pushed down by number 90 for London. Scan the page, and that is Will Glovers from the Bulldogs in London. Gain of 3 on that. Timeout Windsor.
Yeah, and another thing there, again, London just swarming to the ball. I mean, you see like 3-4 hats on the ball there. Great job by this defense.
Really flowing well. Now, this is the one thing that we will also comment. There's no two-way players in this game. So you're playing offense, you're playing defense. That's it. You know, there's no other things or offerings that we can do for that. As we see some of the Windsor Adam teams showing up here, getting ready for their U12 game. Great to see a great crowd here. Great support shown by both the London and the Windsor fans. See, that is number 99.
It is nice.
Three-minute warning. Windsor has used both of their timeouts. London has not used any of theirs.
Little reverse action
Nope,
there.
number 20.
Oh, and a great move.
Great job. It's going to be really close to the first down. They're going to
And
be marking
again.
short.
Again, 4 London defenders on the ball, just swarming to the ball carrier every play.
So, yeah, it was a reverse.
Just a great move there.
Broke 1 tackle, broke 2 tackles.
Yeah, that's number 20, Dakari Bedford.
4th and 1. Windsor is going to go for it. I want to get the jersey or the name. I think is that 88 there? 88. He made that play for London. He's been around it a lot. It's Blake Axford from the Hawks. He's been all over the ball as well today.
Two big running backs in the backfield there.
A little bit of hammer time coming up here, straight up.
Going up
Met in the
middle.
backfield.
Nowhere to
I'm not
go.
sure he got
I don't
there.
think he got there. Great job by
Number
London's
19,
D-line.
number 30, number 23,
They're
number
gonna
81. They are going to give him the
They are
yard.
gonna give it to them.
Wow. I'm not sure he got there.
I don't think he
Producer
got
Stephanie, great job on the replay. Oh, boy,
there.
oh,
I don't
boy.
think he got there.
One more time here. I'm pretty sure they didn't. So you had to get to the 50-yard line. No way.
No, not even close.
Well, is what it is. Windsor breaks the huddle. 1st and 10, 2:15. Whistle is in. Clock is running. A little bit of a power eye, pistol eye formation happening. 88's the ball carrier over the left-hand side. Great tackle again.
Looked like that was number 20 for London. Yeah, that's going to be Keenan Thiessen.
20 or 20? Yeah, it is 20. Good eyes.
Yeah, and great open field tackle. I mean, getting low, that was a great form tackle made by him.
That's a difference in 30 years in the eyesight there alone.
There you go.
I'm squinting to see the writing on the page. I can see the numbers on the field, but
Not very well.
shut up. Little father and son commentating coming your way here. My name is the coach, Ron Forwerda, and again, Coach Jake Forwerda, player for the Hamilton Hurricanes this past year of the CJFL. Windsor quarterback
great
back to
ball.
pass. Great ball. Great coverage downfield. Number 90. Trying to get the other number.
Getting swarmed
Oh,
by his team
man.
that can't see.
What a great throw, though. Holy cow.
What a cannon.
Never saw the number. 31 or 21 or... There's a 21. It's 21. It's Julius Sarfo.
Bright green socks.
Yep. That's a great throw. That was like 30
That was-
yard throw.
Farther than I can throw the ball. Oh my gosh.
Back to pass. Incomplete. Looked like Sarfo was in on the coverage there again. Little bit of a push. Yeah, they did call it.
Again, I just have to say, so impressed by that kid's arm. Again, that's like a 20-yard throw.
Twenty with the PI, unfortunately. Right there, he does the push. Pass interference, the call. 1st down, Windsor. 1:32 left to go in the half. Windsor Minor football is marching in London territory. Ball is at the 43-yard line. Windsor breaks the huddle. Center sprints to the ball. One receiver to the left. Quarterback to the right. Motion. Handoff to number 24 this time. Met in the backfield by number 23 for London.
Yeah, that's Benjamin Gravel, the ball carrier.
23, that is Liam Hedges from the Rams of London Minor. The defensive lineman coming through, making a play, throw him down for a loss of 1. 1:26 left to go, first half. Again, London leads 7-0.
Yeah, and this has been so far a great defensive battle. I mean, like I was saying last year, 35-0 for London, bringing it back home. So definitely a more entertaining game this year. 7-0 here with 1:12 left in the half. Windsor is driving too.
One receiver each side of the field. Slot is on the left as well. Handoff to number 42, just falls forward on that. Going to give him back to the line of scrimmage. Gain of 1. That's going to bring up a third down and about 10.
Yeah, and you see they went under center there, just went for a heavy set, trying to get a yard or two there.
3rd and 10, Windsor. I'd like to see them go back to that pass.
They haven't connected on one yet, but they definitely can. It's definitely there.
Quarterback in the pistol formation, 2 running backs behind them, 2 receivers, 1 on each side. Back to pass.
Gonna dial
Caught!
it up. It's caught by 42. Looks like that ball came out, but
Flag on the play. You got an offside call against London.
yeah, that's 42 on the reception. Hunter Meacham.
Yeah, he was lined up at the tight end position, so it's just a tight end quick seam. I'm not sure if they're giving him the reception or just waiting on that. It's an offside London. Regardless, Windsor's going to maintain possession on this. Either going to be 3rd down and 5 or maybe a 4th down and 1 or 2, depending on the spot.
Looks like they're giving them the first down.
Just waiting for, so it's offside London. Penalty is declined. So they're giving them the reception. It is a 4th down. And I think, like I said, I think it's going to be like a 4th down, maybe 1 here.
Yeah.
37 seconds left to go in the half. Windsor with their deepest penetration in London territory all day.
And it looks like they're going to go under center again, just try to get that yard or two, fall forward like they did before.
Flags on the
56.
play.
Again, stuffed by the London defense like
I think
we saw
London
in the
lined up
last
offside
fourth.
again, though. I think London's lining up offside. It's exactly the
Yeah.
call. London lined up offside. 5-yard penalty. 1st down, Windsor. Keep the drive going. Here's the other thing about penalties. Clock stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And in this game, too, after the 3-minute warning, every play, the clock is going to stop until the ref kind of blows the whistle. So,
Until the ball is
yeah,
set.
you're getting a lot of stoppage time here in these last 3 minutes, which is kind of worked for Windsor's advantage here to put together a nice little drive at the end of the half, hopefully getting this ball game tied up going into it.
Well, exactly. 1st down for Windsor. I'm going to say it's at the 34-yard line. 27 seconds left to go in the half. Number 15 is gone at quarterback. He's the kid with the cannon arm. 1 by 1, back to pass, looking downfield for number 10. Pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I think that was number 21 on the coverage there again, Julius Sarfo.
So it's Ross Siddle is the quarterback for Windsor, and it was intended for Camden Braidford. Incomplete. 2nd and 10, 21 seconds left to go.
Going under center. And the quarterback's just going to push right through.
Flags on the
coming
play.
up.
Guess what? London lined up offside.
Again, got to give him a yard.
We're just having technical difficulties with our tent possibly blowing away. That would make for an interesting afternoon. Timeout London. Again, thank you very much for joining us here on London Football Television. My name is Ron Forwerda. I'm joined by former London Minor player, current Hamilton Hurricane, Jake Forwerda. And again, producer Stephanie, great job here today. Cameraman Adam today, usually producer slash commentator slash jack of all trades, master of none. Joining us here from Citywide Field, London, Ontario. London Minor All-Stars, Windsor Minor All-Star. This is a friendly competition that's gone on for a long, long time. I'm looking back on the trophies. There's 2017s down there. I think it was even before that it started.
Oh, absolutely.
Windsor breaks the huddle. Quarterback keeps it, takes it right off the left-hand side. That's a great job by number 20 from London, getting there and holding on. That is Thiessen again. Keon Thiessen.
Yeah, so going back to how long this has been going on, I actually just got a Facebook memory maybe a day or two ago. I played in my first All-Star game 10 years ago. So
Yeah.
this has been going before even 2013, before then.
Yeah, this has been a long-standing. Even before that, I know that there was some All-Star games with Sarnia back in the day. I remember my first 5 or 6 years coaching we used to do there. So the All-Star challenges go beyond 20 years down. This will be the last play of the half.
And
Windsor
they're
back
going
to
to
pass,
dial it up.
taking a shot downfield. Sarfo with the coverage down there. Pass falls incomplete. And that's the end of what has been a very, very entertaining first half of football. London took the ball in the opening drive, marched downfield and scored. Since then, the defenses have absolutely taken over, Jake.
Yeah, it's been a defensive ball game here. Very different from last year's match where you saw an absolute offensive explosion on the London side of the ball. This has been a very even matchup. It could go either way coming in the second half.
We're going to take a little break here at halftime. Thank you very much for joining us again. For Jake Forwerda, I'm the coach, Ron Forwerda. We'll be back shortly. And welcome back to Citywide Field here in London, Ontario for the Windsor Minor All-Star versus London Minor All-Star games here. My name is Ron Forwerda. I'm joined by my son, former player and coach for London Minor, Jake Forwerda. Jake, pretty entertaining first half of football.
Yeah, very defensive game so far. I'm excited to see what kind of adjustments they made at halftime to see what the offensive could do here.
Handoff to number 14 for Windsor on an and around. No gain on the play.
Yeah, and that's number 99.
Yep. Sam Morden, who we were trying to figure out. Gentleman in the red pants making a number of tackles. Late sign up for the All-Stars for London. Loss of a couple. Number 14 was the ball carrier for Windsor. That's Jace Brandon, excuse me. Bannon. That's early. Ish.
Almost at noon now.
That is noon. No, it's 11 o'clock. I still haven't changed the clock back on that one. October went 12 o'clock. Wow. This is what I love about U10 football. Someone's shoe's untied. So we'll stop the game, we'll tie the shoe, and then we'll play the game.
The meaning of the Friendship Bowl right there.
Yep. We appreciate the referee stepping in.
Hopefully he double knots it. Looks like he's going for a little loop swoop pull action. And yeah, it looks like he's
double
going for
deuced.
the double knot, yeah.
Double deuced.
Yeah, great choice by him there.
Man, I can't believe we're talking about tying a kid's shoes in a broadcast.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's a secure shoe right there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Shout out to referee number 67 on that. Took his gloves off and everything. So here we go, Windsor. Nice tight camera angle there by cameraman Adam. Fake the jet sweep. Reverse happening. Handoff number 20's got the ball.
Got the speed.
He's got the ball on the right hand side. Pushed out of bounds just short of midfield.
Yeah, and who made that tackle? Number 99 again, Sam Morden. He's been everywhere on that defensive side of the ball.
Really great run. So they went with that trips to the field look and came back with a counter off of that.
Yeah, great job by Sam there holding up the defender. I mean, something that we focus on even at our college level is don't stop until that whistle's blown. Every ball carrier has the ability to break that tackle, so great job of holding him up and waiting for his fellow teammates to come over and make that tackle.
And after the loss of 2 on the first play, gain of 11 on that, it's bringing up a 3rd down and 1 here for Windsor. Windsor in white jerseys, trimmed with gold and black numbers. London with gray. Just a straight ahead dive play. Got the first down. First down, Windsor, gain of 2 on that play. Needed 1, got 2. Was that a little Philly tush push on that?
Like it. I was going to say, I didn't see what happened there, but I didn't see a give. Yeah, just no tush push, just a straight sneak.
First down, Windsor. Ball is at the 46-yard line. As you can hear the wind blowing here. Beautiful day here at Citywide. Windy as always. Welcome to the wind tunnel. 3 receivers motioning. Handoff to number 24.
Oh,
Matt in the backfield.
great tackle.
87, I believe it was for London.
No, that'd be 81 there. Reese Pacheco.
Throws them down for a loss of about 4. 2nd down and 14 for Windsor.
Yeah, great job shooting the gap there.
Windsor quarterback has had himself a decent first half. He's got a good arm. Hasn't been able to connect on that. That's Ross Siddle. quarterback for Windsor, number 15. Second down and 14. More traditional two running back set. Quarterback is back to pass. Got caught up in the wind, intended for number 10. It's Camden Bradford. Falls incomplete. Third down.
Yeah, and as he was just saying, great arm from this quarterback. I mean, you don't see that a lot at this age group.
Or the willingness to throw at this age.
Yeah, no, for sure. Definitely, as a coach, you know it's not an easy thing to do.
Head referee, number 52, Johnny Burke, brings it in.
As you used to tell me, it's not that hard to throw the ball. You just need someone to catch it.
It's finding the ability to have somebody catch the ball, run the right route, and finding 5 or 6 guys that go block for him during that time. Handoff to number 24. He's got a little bit of speed, taking it up the right-hand side. Breaks a tackle, gets it beyond the 50-yard line to about the 52.
Yeah.
It's going to be short, but it's going to bring up fourth down. We're going to say in about 5 there.
Looks like that was number 4 on the tackle, Troy Bowen.
Yep.
All 50 pounds at corner there.
So they're marking it at the 49-yard line. And it is a 4th and 5 here for Windsor. Windsor's electing, looks like they're going to go for it here. 7:15 left to go, third quarter.
Only
7-0 lead.
5 yards to go to get this first down.
Pistol formation. Handoff inside. Makes the first man miss. It's going to be short of the first down. Good tackle there. Met by a number of London players. Number 21 was there. That's Sarfo. 20, 88. 6 was in there. Great job by the London defense as they hold. Turn it over on downs. First down, London.
Yeah, great job by number 56 there, putting the shoulder down, though, and trying to fight for that. Only ended up with 2-3 yards there, but about 5-6 to go on that fourth down. Definitely not an easy one to pick up on the ground there.
So London with their first possession of the second half. Just bringing in an extra headset here. Here, I got an idea. Why don't you two switch headsets for a second? We're going to get better angles then. Just going through some technical things going on here. We're all set.
All set.
Scott Wilkinson, president of London Minor Football. Welcome to the broadcast. Thank you very much for having us here today.
Thanks, guys.
Scott, great day here for London Windsor football. What's this mean for the organizations?
Well, I mean, talk about a great day. I mean, we can't ask for much better weather. I remember coaching a lot of these in the snow.
In the snow, we said that earlier.
Yeah.
Like, yep.
So this is perfect. It's a great day for football, and yeah, we look forward to this every year. We've been doing it since I think 2011 was the first one. So it was 12, 13 years now we've been doing this, and yeah, it's always a fun time. The kids really look forward to it. I hear so much from the previous players that have played in this. This is the jersey that they put in the shadow box on their wall. It's the all-star jersey with their name on it.
Yeah, Jake, you can kind of account to that yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. I got about 3 or 4 of them, and I think they're all hung
Big
up.
run coming up here over the left-hand side. Sorry to interrupt there. Missed the number, but a big run over the left-hand side. London with a little misdirection action happening here in the backfield.
Yeah, that was the quarterback, actually. Hudson Unger, I believe, 31.
Yeah, 31's the quarterback. So just that slice motion again. Yeah, here it comes, 16 on the slice. Quarterback pull, great job. So Scott, great turnout here again. Kind of explain the for those who this is their first experience. It's an annual event, but it's semi-annual in London.
Yeah, so we switch venues each year. So we were in Windsor last year. We'll be in Windsor again next year. This year we get to host it in London here. One little wrinkle that we throw into it: when you play in London, we use the London rules. When we play in Windsor, we use the Windsor rules. There are just slight little wrinkles. So for any of you watching this game right now that are used to the way that Windsor minor football plays, and you're wondering what those orange beanies are on the players and that, those are the only 4 down linemen on the defense that are allowed to rush the quarterback when he's passing. So that's a little wrinkle that we added into the London game. And when we play in Windsor, we have to do it a little different. We have to install special teams that we don't do in London, and it's always a fun little aspect to it to change it up like that each year.
Yeah, pass falls incomplete on that fullback slice of number 16, Jake.
Yeah, that was Weston Schramm again. He's been the intended target almost every time they've dropped back to pass so far.
Scott, as somebody who's coached in this, Jake has played in this. You're 100% right. It's kind of the memories that you hold. It's also talk about you're coaching a game later on here today.
Yep.
Talk about the work that goes into it, bringing like a new staff together and terminology and everything else.
Yeah, it's the process that we do in London here. We every team nominates a number of players. We got a fumble there. Every team nominates some of their players from their individual teams that they believe are going to be worthy of playing in the All-Star game, and then we assemble a coaching staff of guys from different teams that have coached elsewhere throughout the year. We pull everybody together, and we get together and we make the selection for who's going to make the All-Star team. And then at the end of the regular season, at the end of the championship run and everything like that for the London minor season, we get 2 weeks to put this together. So on the older groups, it consists of one night at Chalk Talk where we kind of break down what the process is going to look like on the first Monday, and then we get 6 practices to prep for the game.
So 3rd down here in 15. London motions those 3 receivers in the backfield.
Number 1.
Wow.
Yeah, that's Caleb Caden.
First time we've called his number. He's been around the ball a number of times, but the first time we've actually called his number, throwing down for a loss. Just a great job. You're trying for that reverse again. 4th down London, I would imagine. Well, they're inside the 50, so explain the rule for the punt rule.
Yeah, so if you're on your own side of half, then you elect to punt on 4th down. You're going to move the ball up 30 yards and turn it around for the other team. If you're on the other side of half, it's only going to be a 15-yard march down.
So at this point, even if you're punting it, you're not even going to get to the sticks. So you might as well take a shot here.
Yeah, I like being aggressive here. I mean, this has been a great game, both sides. This is 7-0 at coming to the close of the 3rd quarter. That's not a typical U10 score, especially playing on a CFL-sized field for the first time for these guys. They're doing a great job of defending the edge and containing outside.
Back to pass. It's intercepted by number 99. We've called his name a number of times. Jake, take me through this one.
Yeah, Paxton Spence, he's been everywhere all day. Quarterback drops back to pass. He's been kind of reading that ball from that Sam backer position, and he just flowed really, really well there, kind of from the other side, it looked like.
Looks like he almost had a procedure call. He tried to have
looks like they tried to get him to jump offside. Looks like they almost did, but
interception by 99 there. Scott, and again, going back to the bringing everyone together, it's great to get different aspects and different views from different coaches as well. How did you kind of do things, and how do you do things?
Yeah, I mean, when we take this approach, one of the first things I tell the players on that first night is, you've all been learning this game from a different perspective from your individual coaches and your own experiences. You might hear us call something a little different, have a different terminology. We have a different approach, that we're going to have to be able to adjust to that on the fly, and we try and get everybody on the same page pretty quickly.
Little reverse happening. Handoff to number 20, breaks it beyond the 50-yard line. Gets it to about the 52-yard line. First down, Windsor.
Yeah, that was number 20 on the carry there. Dakari Bedford. We've called his name a few times today.
So first down here for Windsor. Scott, again, great experience for the kids. You look at, I'm kind of looking behind me as we're seeing the next game, the kids warm up. These are some big boys that come here. Number 19, the ball carrier, takes it over the left-hand side. Makes the man miss. Makes the second man miss. He could be off to the races. Down at the 30. Down at the 20. Tackled down by one of the down linemen, number 19 for London.
And I thought we had a flag on it, but it's just an orange shoe, so we're
It is
good.
a shoe.
So first down, Windsor deep in London territory for the first time today. 24 seconds left to go in the third quarter. First down, Windsor. Big play.
Yeah, great job by that London D lineman chasing down all the way down the field, though.
Yeah, number 19 does a great job all the way downfield. And again, the excitement in the fan reaction in a game like this, the rivalry between London and Windsor is always like really, really, it's fun to see. It's a friendly, but let's be realistic. London, Windsor, one of those, what's the word friendly, really come into play?
Well, and I mean, yeah, okay, it's just an all-star game, You tell me these kids don't care. Look at that defensive lineman run him down all the way down the field. These kids care. They came out here to win this game, and it matters.
It absolutely does. As that's the end of the third quarter there with Windsor deep in the territory. No scoring, still holding on that opening drive, 7-0 for London. Scott, we're going to keep you around for a little bit longer into the fourth quarter if you don't mind.
Sure.
And again, just a really good run. Windsor's starting to get some things going on there. Windsor's starting to get some things going on there. Number 20, the ball carrier. So they're starting to do that double reverse. They're trying to get London to overflow. London's been flowing to the ball very, very well in this game.
Yeah, sometimes when you're aggressive on defense and you have that swarm mentality, it can work against you if you're over pursuing and you're not staying home. So we'll see if they can stay disciplined and take that away. But I mean, Windsor's doing a great job here. Last year, London kind of ran away with it, and this is a much more competitive game and some really, really solid football on both sides. It's nice to see.
Great fan, again, just amazing fan support here by the Windsor crowd, by the London crowds. Again, seeing like all these kids break out some of their jerseys, like some of like the veteran players and the alumni coming back, who don't have, a horse in the race, so to speak. 15 back to pass, pressure coming, scrambles out over the left-hand side, being pursued, breaks tackle, and is caught after a gain of about 3 or 4 on that. That's going to bring up third down.
Yeah, I think that was number 13 on the tackle there for London. 13, that's Lachlan Surreal Arand.
That's one of my guys from
I
the
was going to
season.
say,
There you go.
a Red
That's one of
Storm
my
guy
Red
there.
Storm guys, and Lachlan's a heck of a player. It's really fun seeing him out here. He's been having a good game so far, and really nice kid, really great player. Love seeing this.
So, Scott, you were a coach of the U10 team at this age level.
Yeah.
Talk about some of the challenges coaching some of the U10 players. We saw one of them earlier in the third quarter there when the referee kind of stops the game and helps tie a shoe.
Yeah. Well, and I love that our refs
Yeah.
will take the time to do that, stop the game, make sure everybody's equipped properly.
Yeah, number 88 ball carrier there.
So the first down here. Yeah.
First and goal for Windsor. 10 minutes, 40 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. 7-0. London leads. See the ball's about the 5-yard line?
Yeah, and
No, it's inside the 5.
Windsor's been driving now for maybe close to like 5 minutes. More than that.
And they were driving in the third quarter as well. They put together quite the drive. And again at the half. So looks like Windsor's made a couple adjustments that London has not been able to adapt to.
Well, you talk about the challenges at this level too, Ronnie. It's, some of my best players, we'd be calling a formation where we needed someone to line up to the left or to the right.
Yep.
And they'd look at me and they go, I don't know my left from my right. And so then we would do, the old trick. Well, look at your index finger and your thumb, and which one makes an L? And they go, well, I can't read. So, so it was it was just some challenges that you didn't expect to have.
And this is why I don't coach Tyke or U10 football.
We've said it for a long time. There's a special place in heaven for U10 football coaches.
Yeah, John Jacoby, John's
Yeah.
like pushing 20 years of a
I think
U10
it was
coach.
20 this year. They did a nice celebration for him. The Hawks had a banquet at the end of the season, and they celebrated, I believe it was 20 years of service, him coaching U10 football for London Minor, which is pretty remarkable. So shout out to John. That's
which
great.
is like, God bless John. That is a record that I don't think anyone will ever touch.
I don't think anyone wants to.
No. Mark Lazum, another longtime London Minor coach, someone who Jake and I know quite well as well. He's been around for 10 years. I think he was hanging it up at the end of the year.
I'm hopeful that he's not.
Yeah.
He does a great job with those kids.
Yeah.
They love playing for him, and we need more coaches like that, not less.
Going to be short. Is this fourth down? It's fourth down and about 1 or 2. Hard to sell. Quarterback kept the ball over the right-hand side there, Jake.
Yeah, London's done a great job on this goal line stand, holding them.
So we're going to say it is fourth down and about 2, 8 minutes. It's going to be about 10 seconds when they snap the ball.
Ball looks like it's about on like the 2-3 yard line there.
Yeah, we're going to call it the 2. Cameraman Adam, I think we found a role for you in life, because this is a great view of it right here. We're going to call it right as it's happening. Under center. Straight ahead. It's met in the backfield by a number of London players. Not going to get there. Breaks out. Kicks over left hand side. Keeps his leg going. Touchdown, Windsor. Oh, me. Oh, my. What a play.
Ross Siddle, the quarterback, tried to hand it off there. 42 just tried to take it out of his hands. He said, no, I'm doing this myself.
What a great heads-up play. 7:44 left to go. Tie ball game here. London and Windsor.
Well, I remember my old man teaching me when I was really young, when his philosophy on coaching, he said, when the game's on the line, you have to think players, not plays. I promise you that's not how Windsor drew it up, but that player said, not today, I'm taking this one home. And boy, do we got a nice football game going on here.
And of course, today the broadcast is brought to you by Winmar London. Residential and commercial property owners rely on Winmar London to restore homes and businesses to pre-event conditions following disasters. Our skilled teams of efficient, effective, and professional workers work in tandem with your insurance company to minimize the inconvenience after a disaster or an emergency event. For details, call Winmar London. Great people. We thank them very much for sponsoring this fantastic football game. Again, my name is the coach, Ron Forwerda, joined by coach and player Jake Forwerda, and of course, president of London Minor Football, Scott Wilkinson here. Great game here, Scotty. Fantastic day. Again, we've talked about it ad nauseum. There's no snow.
Yeah.
I can't tell you the last time I've been to one of these games where I haven't been snow here. High snap over the head. Windsor's charged up. Windsor recovered the ball.
Windsor
First
ball.
down, Windsor. Number 1 with the recovery there.
Yeah, that's Caleb Caden. We said his name a few times. He's having quite the second half for himself.
Midway through the second quarter, Windsor started getting some momentum going. They weren't able to put that long drive together in the at the half, but you could kind of feel them kind of taking control of this game a little bit. And really, the second half is being all Windsor.
Football is a game of momentum, and boy, does Windsor have it right now. London's going to have to do something to shake that up. You need a big play here. You need a big stop, something to get that momentum back on your side and make a late push here.
So Windsor with the ball, a lot of momentum. London's defense need to make a stand. They thought they had it, but quarterback just willed his way through. 15 is the quarterback. Hands off to number 88 over the left-hand side. makes the first man miss. Gain of about 3 or 4 on that. Second down for Windsor as they continue to drive the ball. 6 minutes, 45 seconds left to go in the ball game. Scott, just like one more quick question. I know you got other things to do. Expectations or events, what do you think is going to happen in the next couple games here?
Well, my favorite part about this All-Star Challenge game here is we have no idea what to expect from the other team.
Yeah.
There's no scouting report. Both of these teams have never played like this before, and so we have to prepare for a lot of different things. That was the approach we took at U14. We have contingencies and different variations off of plays and formations depending on what we're going to see. We may call a quarter of the call sheet that I have for today if we find what's working and we roll with it. So it's always interesting to do that. I think from the London side, with the U12s coming up next, you're going to see, we've got our head coach, Patrick, there from the Hawks. I think you're going to see some familiar stuff from what we saw in the regular season, which is going to be some old school football. You're going to see some formations that you don't tend to see in the game today, which is always fun. And I know at U14, we've got a few different featured players that we're going to be using today, and I'm pretty excited. It's been really fun to work with them, and we got some guys we're going to move around into some different positions, especially different from what they played in the regular season. Scott
Wilkinson, President, London Minor Football, thank you very much for joining us here on the broadcast. We appreciate it. Jake, big knockdown on that third down pass attempt.
Yeah, almost picked off by number 99 there, Sam Morden. We've said his name a few times here, more than a few times actually. He's been killing it on the defensive side of the ball here. They that pass a few times.
So just going to hit the mute button. We're going to do some technical changes there. There you go. As we're just coming out of the timeout, we appreciate Scott joining us here on the broadcast here. Again, he's got Windsor breaks the huddle, 4th down here. Jake, welcome back to the broadcast. You're back in. Say something so I know you're here.
Good to be here.
There you go. Double reverse happening. Number 20, the ball carrier, spins down. That was 4th down. Not sure he got there.
Whoever has this ball last.
London needs to put a drive together. They haven't really been able to do much since the first quarter.
I was going to say they have not moved the ball since that first drive, really.
So let's see what Coach DeSando can come up with. 5:33 left to go in the ball game. Clock is running. Now the clock is blowing in. 5:30 left to go in the ball game. 7's aboard for London. And they're grays with red trim, white numbers. Windsor, white jerseys, black numbers, gold trim. Back to pass, taking a shot downfield, intended for number 16. Pass falls incomplete. 2nd down.
Yeah, and it's that little slice play again to number 16. They kind of motion him up as like an H-back and swing him out on that slice there.
It's a fullback slice out. It's almost like a drag there. A little bit deep on the drag. I'd like him to break that out a little bit wider. Yeah. Not quite as deep.
Good job by the Windsor corner there, number 35. Yeah, that's Rocco Reed, sorry. Kind of stayed in his contain there and was there to make the play if it was completed.
Yep. Playing the zone defense, understanding your responsibility, and matching up. 2nd down for London. Clock is rolling. Pistol formation. Right handoff to number 11, I believe it was. No gain on the play, or very short gain. It's Levi Fisher, who's the ball carrier. Gave him a gain of 3. 2nd down, 3rd down, and 7 here for London.
Just over 4 minutes here left in this game. London has not really moved this ball in the second half. They got to put something together here if they want to walk away with this one.
Maybe look for that, where they go to that trips and that quarterback sweep out of that. It's kind of what I'm thinking at this point. 2 tight ends, 1 receiver each side of the field, 2 running backs in there. Motion 2 to the left here. Quarterback keeps the ball. Reverse happening. Number 23, the ball carrier, cuts it back inside. Met by a herd of Windsor players.
Yeah, number 23, that's Liam Hedges. That's the first time we've said his name today.
From the Rams. And that's going to bring up a 4th down for London. So, do they elect to punt, or are they going for it? They are punting.
I was going to say, I say you punt here, play it safe.
You have to. You're basically on your 20-yard line there.
Yeah.
So that's how you get a reputation of being a riverboat gambler. You know I would have done it.
Absolutely.
You know I have done it.
I would have too.
I know. You were in the game, whereas it's 4th and 8 on our 3. I think we can get there.
We didn't.
No. Should have given up the deuce. Windsor with the momentum. 3:09 left to go in the ball game. 7's up. The ball is at the 51-yard line of London. Great field position. They've really done a good job of flipping the field in the second half here as well.
No, they've done a great job at it.
Windsor breaks the huddle.
This is going to be the last play before the 3-minute warning.
Empty formation. 2 to each side of the field. Motion number 19 in the backfield. Handoff to him. Takes it over the left-hand side. Gets it beyond the 40-yard line. Down to about the 35-yard line. First down, Windsor.
Yeah, number 19 on the tackle there. That's Rican Feist. That's another Ram.
Just a little counter action there. So they empty out the backfields, get a couple lead blockers out there. Makes the first man miss, and then just doing a good job of just getting downfield and following your blockers. Smart heads-up run.
Something you've seen all day is the difference of playing on this much bigger field. Is just the angles and the speed that the kids have getting to that edge. Running towards the sidelines is usually getting you more yards than you're used to at this point.
Yeah, exactly. So it'll be interesting to see how the next game, the styles contrast. You're going to see a very old school approach to London, and you're going to see a lot of motion and stuff for Windsor. Handoff, number 24. Great tackle in the backfield. He got the ball. Came out with the ball.
Number 20's got the ball.
Number 20's got the ball. He's off to the races, to the 50, to the 40, 45, 30. Not going to be caught. Number 20 out of the pile. Touchdown, London!
Keenan Thiessen just took the ball out of his hands, ran it all the way back. Great defensive play. Just like earlier when number 15, Ross Siddle, scored for Windsor, he said no.
Look at him coming like a shot, attack that ball. Right there, he rips it out. The player was clearly up still, and he's off to the races. What a smart heads-up play there by the London player.
Just the play they needed, too, with 2 minutes here left in this game.
Wow. Talk about a turn of events. I'm kind of speechless. I didn't really see that one coming. I saw him come flying in. Yeah, if we can see this one more time. He's playing the safety position, so he's off the screen at this point. So you got your double blockers in there, the handoff, and there he comes in. You can see him coming flying in. He's playing on that two-back position, fights off a block. He's the first man to make contact with it. He attacks the ball and rips it out of his hands. What a smart heads-up play, and then off to the races. No one like 20 yards around him.
Near him, yeah.
Wow, what a turn of events here for London, who was really dominated in the second half of football by this Windsor team.
And it looks like we have another
there's my MVP right there. Okay, I'm going to say this again. This is the same official, number 67, who's tying a different pair of shoes this time. Hands down, the most valuable person on the field today for Windsor or London is the official, number 67.
Yeah, I mean, just the precision that goes into the tying of those shoes, double knotting each one, loop, swoop, and pull action.
And then deucing it afterwards.
I've only seen one shoe on the ground today.
Yeah. So Windsor needs a little bit of momentum back. Hand off to number 19. Reverse action happening. Met in the backfield this time.
Just swarmed.
Swarmed under. Thrown down for a loss of about 3 or 4.
Yeah, just nowhere to go. I mean, he hit the correct hole there, but London just filled it.
Great penetration from the defensive line. Loss of about 4 on the play. 2nd down and 13. 2:04 left to go in the ball game here. Seems kind of poetic from either side that the winning score is going to come from a defensive player.
No, absolutely.
Barring Windsor, breaking one or something here. I shouldn't say that the game's over because it really isn't. It's been a fantastic football game played by both these teams here.
Yeah, and in the second half, Windsor's moved the ball.
Taking it over the left-hand side.
Oh.
Rumbling makes the first man miss, second man miss. Brought down from behind by guess who? Number 20.
Yep. Yeah,
Coming all the way across here. Look at the great angle of him hustling all the way across. So
it
it
wasn't number 20.
it was the big man. I think it's number 19.
Number 19 there, yeah. Number 19.
Touchdown saving tackle by number 19.
Yeah, that's Reichen Feist.
Where's he play out of?
He's a Ram as well.
Another Ram.
About a minute 20 left here. Gonna go back to that little reverse action. Number 19 there. He's gonna
Met in the backfield this time, swallowed up by a number of London players. Feist was there again.
Yeah, and a name we've said all day. Who flew in on that tackle? Number 99, Sam Morden. He's been everywhere.
Yep, red pants.
Red pants. We do have a injured Windsor player on the field.
1:13 left to go in the ball game. London leads on that defensive touchdown, 14-7. Put yourself in the coaching position of Windsor. You're looking at a 2nd down and about 13. What do you got?
I mean, so far today, the pass, it's been there. We just haven't been able to connect on it. I say a minute 13 left here. Go with maybe one of those sweep actions. They've worked a little bit for you. Number 19's hit the edge pretty well. But I think you got to start dialing up the pass soon. You got 2 timeouts left. Got to move the ball almost half the field here. More than half the field here.
A play that I've run a couple times. Do you have like a halfback option pass in this in here somewhere?
Yeah, it's something to catch them off guard. A little bit of trickery.
Now, as a coach, have you spent all your bullets? Have you shown them everything?
Me personally, I like to save a little trickery to the end.
So let's see what Windsor's got here. 57 seconds left. Back to pass. Looking around.
Got some time, but
Pressure coming. He's going to get sacked all the way back to the 40-yard line. Loss of about 6 on that play. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 17 for Windsor.
Yeah, and we got another injured player on the field.
51 seconds left to go in the ball game.
That's going to be a big loss for them. That's number 15, their quarterback. So just when you needed to dial up that big pass. And the rule is if you go down, you have to stay out for 3 plays at least. So that's a big loss for them.
Yeah, that's a Canadian football rule. We are playing Canadian football London Minor versions. Again, thank you very much for Scott Wilkinson, president of London Minor, for joining us here during the broadcast today. Again, great job by London Minor and Windsor Minor. You know, the logistical stuff behind this is incredible. It's great to see the turnout for these kids at all the different levels. From the parents driving them down. Again, this is a long drive for everybody. It's a 2.5-hour drive up and down the 401.
I was gonna say not just a long drive, but a very straight, nothing there kind of drive.
And an
just down
early-
the 401, and
and-
very early in the morning for this young age group.
Yeah, you're playing at 10 o'clock in the morning. You're here at 9:30. You know, you're leaving at 7.
Yeah, I wasn't even up at that point.
No, neither was I. The Amazon buzzer came at 8:30 in the morning, which was surprising, but anyway.
So yeah, a long drive for them, for every Windsor team today. So something to keep in mind for those Windsor's players. They're kind of rolling out of the car, stretching.
Now,
And
did London
going to
bust
play.
down last year?
So we all drove ourselves,
Yeah.
I do believe.
Yeah, so it was that's something to keep in mind. It's just driving down there, and it's the logisticals of that and getting everybody here on time. Again, we thank you very much for joining us here on London Football Television. My name is the coach, Ron Ferwerda. I'm joined by former player and coach, Jake Ferwerda. And of course, this broadcast is sponsored today by Winmar London. Residential and commercial property owners rely on Winmar London to restore their homes and businesses to pre-event condition following disaster. Our skilled teams are efficient, knowledgeable, professional, and will work in tandem with your insurance company to minimize the inconvenience of the disaster or the emergency event. If you need anything, call Winmar. Either it's kind enough to sponsor us here today for this. It's a great job. And again, you know, producer Stephanie, again, who's really, I'll be honest with you, the unsung hero of this broadcast for not only having, you know, to do the producing, but having to tolerate me all year. You know, like that's a feat in itself. It's not just, you know, if you're kind of scrolling through London football, you'll see some London Junior Mustang stuff. You see some Beefeater stuff. You know, she tolerates me for like 6-7 months a year. You know, that's a badge of honor.
That's a tough thing to do.
Yes. You're my son, you don't even tolerate me for that long. Hand off to number 24.
Great tackle. Who was it?
Number 20.
20. Yeah, that's been everywhere today. Keenan Thiessen.
Yeah, we mentioned him a number of times in the first half, but really in the fourth quarter, he's really kind of popped out.
Yeah, he's just come alive. He was the one that's ended up scoring that touchdown, and Windsor's going to use, I believe, their first time out here.
No, they've used one
They've
earlier,
used
so I
both?
believe that's their second and final.
And it's tough to think what they're going to dial up here without
Number
without
one at
Ross in the game.
Yeah,
I
number
believe
one.
it's actually number 14 at quarterback there.
Is it 14? I thought it was number 1.
I believe it's number 14.
Yeah, I think
Jace
you're right.
Bannon.
Yeah. As you can really hear the wind really picking up behind us. Again, 39 seconds left to go. We will have a short intermission. The next game will start at 12 o'clock.
Yeah, and you got a 4th and 17 here. So as Windsor's coach, what do you do?
Well, if you had to play, you know, in the playbook, you know, memory.
That would go for 17 yards. You'd run it every play.
No, but you would have ran it on 3rd and 15.
This is true.
So you know,
Definitely tough to think what they're gonna do here without quarterback
With a back-
without Ross Siddle, and he's kind of been the star of the show here on the offensive side of the ball.
yeah,
for
he's
Windsor.
had himself a great game. You know, there's a number of players who have like done a great job.
But let's see
for these-
what
for all
let's see what
these teams.
Jace Bannon can do here. He's gonna toss it. Oh, nice cut.
Cut back to number 20. Makes
20,
the first
he
man
makes
miss.
a move.
Makes the second man
made
miss.
a move.
He's
He's
got the
gonna get
first
that
down. First down, Windsor.
Number
Gets it
99.
beyond.
99, Sam Morden again on that tackle. Man, we've said his name a lot today, but what a great cut by number 20 there.
That's Bedford.
Yeah, and you saw number 20 took the angle on London there. Keenan Thiessen, I mean, he's had himself a great second half, but just took the wrong angle coming downhill there. He was able to make the cut up and Enough for the first down.
Needed 17.
Got
18,
18
yards. Big play for Windsor.
They hurry to the line. They're going to run the same thing.
Toss
Toss it to
play.
20. And, yeah, this time he's going to get swallowed up. The London defense was ready for that one.
Yeah, the first time he was able to break the tackle. This time he wasn't able to. Thrown down for a quick, short loss of, we're going to say, about 1. Second down, and quick to the line of scrimmage here. Out of timeout. The ball's set, and it will be blown in. Pitch to number 20 again. Met in the backfield.
Nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go. Third down. Loss of maybe a half a yard. So again, we will be taking a short break in between games. The next game will start at 12 o'clock. So we'll have about a 5-minute break in between after the trophy presentations. Third down, Windsor. 13 seconds left. Clock is running. Under 10 seconds. Toss play to number 24 this time over the left-hand side.
Oh,
Makes
he's
the
got
first
the
man
speed.
miss. Makes the second man miss. Out of bounds.
And I think that's gonna, no, they're gonna give him one more play.
One more play. He was out of bounds.
One more play. 0 seconds left on the clock here. Windsor's got to score to keep this game going.
Officials are saying 1 second left on the clock. Last play of the game.
Just as we were saying earlier, this is going to come down to the last play. Who has the ball last?
14 London, 7 Windsor. Windsor with the ball. Which has been a well-played, entertaining half game of football by both teams. Offensively, really the defenses have really stood out today for us.
Yeah, so sitting at like the 37-yard line here, at this age group, nobody really has a 37-yard arm, but Ross Siddle is back in the game. I'm expecting a pass.
Siddle takes the ball over the right-hand side.
He's just going to get
Thrown
swallowed
down.
up right away.
Number
right away.
91, I believe it was.
81, I believe.
No.
91?
81, you are right. 81.
Reese Pacheco. And that is going to be the ball game.
That's the ball game with a very, very entertaining, well-played football game. The final, 14 London, 7 Windsor, in what was a great, just a fantastic game.
Yeah, just a great defensive
Probably
battle.
one of the best U10 games I've seen in about 10 years.
No, I mean, we were talking about it before we started this. This was kind of the game that we were dreading all day today, and this one might have been the most entertaining.
Well,
Speaking before we've seen the other two,
before
obviously.
we see the other two games, we're not going to speak out of turn too much. But
this
again,
was a very entertaining
this was an
defensive
incredible and an absolutely incredible game. And again, the greatest line in sports. You battle each other, you play hard against each other for 48 minutes of clock time to turn around and you shake each other's hands afterwards. Great respect shown by both these teams. Congratulations to the London for winning the game 14-7. We're going to have a quick break. Just going to hit the mute button here. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll be back for U12 action coming up shortly.
Over here, guys. Right here. Looking that way. Good job out there, bud. Carter. 5 days. 5 days. 5 days. Good job, boys. Good job. Good job. 5 days. That was awesome. Great job. Good 5 days. 2 weeks. Great job, guys. Good job. Spread out. You got lots of room. Good job, boys. Be proud of yourselves. Yeah, right here. Face up. Look at these guys. Just like us. No, this line here. This line. 50, boys. On the yellow line, guys. Back up. If you're not on the yellow line,
All right.
all right, here we go. First of all, on the out fairway here, Monday, let's thank you guys for coming down here. Long trip. Okay? Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Give yourself a hand coming down here. Go, Windsor! Now, give a hand for both teams. Played an amazing game. That was excellent. Great job, both guys. Give yourselves a hand. Let's go. Alright, we're going to give out the MVPs first. These were picked by the coaches of the opposite team. For Windsor, MVP was, I'm sorry I don't know the names, but number 1. Let's go, Caleb! Alright, and for London, MVP was number 31. Alright, go Bruno, come right up here. Yeah, Bruno. Alright, congrats. Excellent job.
Hey, great job, Windsor. Amazing game. Amazing game.
There you are. Congrats, Windsor. Alright, everybody, let's get a picture of both teams here. If you can, go. Up here. Alright, guys, we're gonna line up. Guys.